Hey everyone, it's Alisha, Braché here at Cosmic Gateway. So here we are entering into the second week of July of 2025 on the 7th of July. And you may have noticed that something vastly different has shifted or changed in the last week. This sense of completion, this sense of like things have or are still in the process of realigning in its correct upright position. If we look at something that has been perhaps inverted and flipped, the inner shift, I believe, has happened internally, which will start to reflect externally, or perhaps it already has. And I would love to hear more about what you've been experiencing internally and how that's been reflecting in the external. I know for myself, since the end of last year, I was talking a lot about what I was calling the desolate timeline. And there was just this sense that was always nagging or humming in the background, no matter what, that everything was over. There was kind of nothing left in that space or in that pocket of reality. It could almost be equated to a long, slow death of one experience of reality into the next, or a transferring into the next. And as this shift has occurred within the last week or so, it feels like everything has opened up again. So it's almost like there was nothing and now there's everything. It's an internal feeling. And I know that the rest will be shown and revealed the further we go into this month and beyond. I feel like this has a lot to do with there's many aspects to this, but one of the most predominant themes is this aspect of soul retrieval and reclaiming more of our soul essence or signature in this reality here and now, and the unlimited potential that we can tap into when we are more embodied, more whole. And over the last few weeks, I facilitated a soul retrieval experience, which now can be accessed via the website. If you're interested in that, the details will be in the description box below. What I get the sense of is that as more of us are doing this, the more it's impacting the collective field. So just a few nights ago, I was awoken with this very strong imagery, a process that I feel is in play or in flux right now. And I was so taken by the beauty of what I was witnessing that I wanted to facilitate a guided process. And in the dream space, I was looking through my calendar trying to find the most optimum time that I could facilitate this. And in the end, I decided to just sit down and record this process and what I was witnessing. So I've decided today to sit down and record it for you all, with the intention that you'll get exactly what you need from this experience, and that collectively, through those who actively participate in having their own experiential, could we call it a recalibration, a metamorphosis, a retrieval of sorts, that has the power and potency to ripple within the collective field as this new shift has begun. So I invite you all now to find a place where you can sit quietly, uninterrupted, and if you will, just journey with me. So just starting now by taking in a couple of deep breaths, gentle inhale and exhales, bringing your focus and attention into the center of your heart. Staying there for a few moments as you connect with that inner light or essence that is you, from the highest expressions into physical form. Allowing the life force energy to run through you, through each deep inhale into the body. And just noticing with that as you exhale, giving yourself permission to release or dissolve whatever may be held within your field that has obstructed you from getting into that center point of the truest expression of you. So just allowing yourself to be gently guided and moved into that place. Feeling the wealth of love, of joy, of infinite potential. And as you do, just noticing how that energy is placed within the center of your heart space. Perhaps you may see shapes or feel energetic expressions. And as you do, feeling in for what is right for you, if it is placed in the upward position, the natural, authentic, organic position. And as you feel into that, I want you to bring it right side up. So whatever energy is circulating or symbol that sits within the center of your heart starts to point upward to the divine. It's from this space right here that you're signaling to be able to connect with the highest form of your cosmic or conscious intelligence. That you're open to receiving a downpour or influx of energy and frequency that ignites your soul expression, your creative genius, and the inner harmonic resonance that guides you to the exact point and where you're meant to be in this very moment right now. As you stay incredibly present with this experience, feeling all the different sensations throughout the body, and just be in that space of restful peace and receptivity to open up or unlock any frequency encoding, bringing it into its rightful place and space. Being aligned to receive what truly seeks you. Creating that inner vibrational syncing and matching. And from this place, giving yourself now the opportunity to cast your eyes out onto a platform or a ledge, like a viewing space. This is giving you a prime opportunity to see what is happening in this process of soul recalibration. As you look out, you notice the most beautiful, translucent expression, almost holographic flower with many, many petals. As you take a deeper look into the center of that, there is a golden cord or stem that resides within the center. It extends like a long rod, and there is an oval shape at the top. This then connects and goes straight up, all the way to the highest level that you may reside or call home. Divine Source, Creator Essence and Energy. This golden thread in the center represents where and who you are right in this moment right now. As you look at all the petals that form around it, they have an iridescent glow. They're luminous. waving and moving, an influx. They almost have a translucent expression of them. These all represent different aspects, realities, or portions of your consciousness that are operating connected to the whole. You may perceive this from a quantum level of parallel lives, past, present, and future, all experiencing different expressions that come back and reconnect back into the one, that core center that is you. Taking in all the beautiful aesthetics of this representation of your soul, your experience, how it can fractal off but still be joined together as one unified field that can have many different experiences simultaneously. When you're ready now, I want you to step off from the viewing platform and step right into the center of this beautiful representation of your soul and consciousness. Standing with your feet firmly planted in the center, connecting with that golden thread as it starts to morph and merge into you. Allowing it to connect and to unify as you start to bring more and more of you online. Now, simultaneously, as we run that golden cord up through the center of your energy column, these petals, these beautiful petals that represent all the different facets of you that were once vast and expansive, start to recoil and come back in, closing and wrapping in and around all of you. Returning back much of your own energy and consciousness, memories, exceptional gifts and genius expression that you hold and possess and always have. Allowing it to all filter in, coming home to self. As you now start to take some really deep breaths, feeling the coiling or the vibrations start to rise as it moves up through your feet and comes in right at the base of the spine, reigniting facets of gold and beautiful energy essence. Giving you that feeling of being safe, whole, and secure. As this coil slowly starts to make its way up, moving through the body and giving the capacity to shift and change your own cellular structure, bringing on that crystalline version, the body that holds the most amount of energy, essence, and DNA. Allowing it to rotate and further up into your lower abdomen and the sacral, igniting the sacred flame. Balancing the harmonious resonance connected to your patterns within the expression of close conscious relationships, and your creative expression. Deepening this connection of the gold infused coming up into the center point of the stomach and the solar circuit, allowing the explosion of light, of reconnecting with the true identity of self and who you really are. Strengthening your power, your presence, the divine will that resides within you. As it now continues to move up into the heart, feeling all the buzzing, the energy influxes, and the expansion of love and expression, and just being able to sit in that space of tranquility. As you do so, becoming more and more aware of your multidimensionality in physical form, accessing any aspects that are important or relevant for where you are right now, and taking you to the next level of your soul octave and where you're heading. just allowing all that beautiful gold energy as that lightning rod that brings back all the important pieces of you starts to move up into the throat. Attuning your voice, your expression, your truth. Feeling that attunement. As we move further, rising up in and around the eyes, the third eye, and the pineal gland. To start to open. To attune to more clarity and focus and precision in being able to see in the physical and non-physical. And now allowing it to take the last leap up in and around the top of the head, starting to rewire different pathways within the brain, connecting it to higher levels and pathways of consciousness for you to be able to be the receiver and attune your antennas to be able to receive divinely guided insight, awarenesses, and connection from your higher soul expression, and bringing that into physical form. As you get to the top, it continues to coil up all the way back to the point of your origin. You can feel the vastness and the expansiveness of all these energy aspects coming back now and rolling and attuning, unifying as one. And just allowing yourself to be in that space, to receive as much as you need right now. Feeling whole, at ease, complete, and embodied. As you now allow yourself to take some deep breaths, starting to come back to the beginning, returning back into your space and environment. And as you start to open your eyes, notice all the different sensations that have started to come alive. I want to thank you all for participating on this journey. I hope that you've enjoyed this experience, and I would love to hear anything that you have undergone or received, anything that's been enhanced. And thank you for being here and being part of the ripple throughout the collective field that is so vastly accelerating through this process of transformation.